go, finally. So yeah, those guys
There I was,
were a small studio
after all those years,
with no money,
at the threshold of a
and
place. I
they
never thought I'd have
kickstarted the
courage to
game like
return.
12 years ago, and I kickstarted it back then. Hey, roll credits.
While I had been toying with the idea for a while, that day I had woken up with a peculiar urge to return to Hanwell Mental Institute.
Why are you doing this?
I'm sure that's something. So, we're expecting lo-fi, small budget, potentially slightly weird, potentially somewhat Lovecraftian horror.
Of course, there was a strong reason to come here, but the circumstances that led me back to the Institute were oddly dreamlike, as if I wasn't in control of my own actions.
Yeah, I'm sure. You can't even see her because I'm in the way, but trust me, there's a scary lady sitting next to us in the car. Sometimes. Very spooky. So by the looks of it, this place looks pretty run down.
I needed to know what this place had done to me. The meaning behind those bizarre visions. I'd rather face the direful truth than live in blissful oblivion.
Alright, so I'm guessing we're an ex-patient here. How does this play? Like, what are the actual controls like? Oh, it's got the good old, like, Scratches style rotating point and click thing going on. Oh, I do like that. We got a book. Ooh, physical objects as UI elements. I like that. That's not much of a zoom. I think we need that. That looks important. As I grabbed my notepad, I was struck with a sense of confidence. Text doesn't stay on the screen for very long. I can do it, dude! Can I click on other things? No. Oh yeah, this is very Scratches. Gloomy forest bordered the grounds of the Institute, creating a pronounced sense of isolation. But I can look around outside first. What a strange rock formation. I'm pretty sure that's a real place, but they've just added trees onto it. Or did they deck the lamps? The Institute was every bit as loathsome as I remembered. Yeah, so based on everything we've been seeing so far, I'm guessing we used to be a patient here or something. Knock, knock. Or we just entered. Oh, there's a staffer here. Hello. Yeah, I have no idea what the FPS was doing or why, because, like, the pre-rendered cutscene stuff, this is blurry and jittery as hell. Like, I'm guessing this is, like, rendered at 30 and pre-recorded.
Welcome to the Hanwell Mental Institute. What can I do for you?
And the voice actors are sitting in a tin
Expecting
can.
to find anyone here.
Oh, and why is that?
Well, this is gonna sound a bit strange, but I thought this building was abandoned.
As you can see, that's no longer the case. My name is Julia, and I'm the receptionist for the Institute. Why are you here?
This is an awkward situation. I was hoping to take a look around the Institute.
But you thought it was abandoned.
Indeed, and that's why I thought nobody would mind.
We certainly do mind. This is private property, you know. Hanwell Mental Institute was never abandoned, just closed to the public until recently. And still, deserted or not, it's not like just anyone can walk inside. You do realize that.
This caught me completely by surprise. I'm not sure what to say.
Well, you can start by explaining yourself. Why did you come here?
The last thing I expected was to find people here tonight. I assumed the Institute had shut down indefinitely.
Not indefinitely. It's true that it ceased to operate for a number of years, but we're in the process of reopening it now. While not in the most pristine of conditions, which should be evident if you look around, the structure is still robust and usable, but there's a lot of work to do.
I must say its general state is indeed rough.
You
But
can
I
kind of
see
hear.
how
I'm
with
guessing
some
the voice
cleanup,
actors also aren't native English
intensive
speakers.
cleanup, you could get this place up.
Also, other mental hospitals in the region are growing overcrowded, which has prompted state authorities to reuse this place.
Why are other hospitals so overcrowded?
I can't say.
People
Maybe
go
it's the
crazy.
times we're
A boogie
living in.
woogie woo.
Don't you feel somewhat overwhelmed by everything that's going on in the world? I often do. Guess some people are less prepared to cope with all that and, you know, need help.
I see your point.
Still, that doesn't mean I can allow a complete stranger.
This
Not a
isn't my
stranger.
first time here, you know.
Oh, you used to work here?
Well,
Nah.
I'm very much acquainted with this institute.
You should have said so in the first place. I still don't understand why you came all the way up here in the evening.
There's something from those old days that I need to find, and quite urgently. It's a health issue.
You sound serious.
Very much so.
And you're looking for...
Documents mostly. Maybe some notes. There's a...
Well, it's a highly unusual situation, but it's not like you can cause much trouble. And if you do, I'll have the security guard have a not-so-friendly talk with you.
Understood.
Let's talk rules.
Yay!
First, you're fully responsible for your own safety.
I accept all the risks.
You must also leave before dawn. The construction workers are arriving early and will turn the place upside down. And please, steer clear of the upper floors. There's dangerous equipment up there. Do we have an agreement?
Yes, we do. Thank you so much, Julia.
Very well. Go ahead. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Me too.
It's not terrible. It's
Something
jank.
tells me this is my last chance before the Institute as I knew it ceases to be.
It's going to be a whole different place in the morning, that's for sure.
Okay, so I need to... Okay,
See you
right click
later,
to end
Julia.
conversation. It's got that kind of, like, B-movie slash Lovecraftian jilted feel to it. Oh, are we doing the creepy paintings again? Oh, yeah. The creepy paintings were the best part in the first game. A little chat icon's a little microphone. But yeah, it's a pretty much just a low-budget point-and-click adventure game and should be considered as such. What am I trying to do? It's weird to see this, because, like, I don't think this is a 3D scene. They're using the same technique they used in the first game, where they kind of have a pre-rendered 3D scene, and they then, like, print it down into, or bake it down into a 2D scene. It is really strange to see this done today. Okay. So she basically gave us our first clue. We want to go to the upper floors. That's clearly where she wants us to be. An old but elegant grandfather clock, which unfortunately is no longer working. Opening the West Infirmary, 1878. Are you deformed or crippled? Reasons for admission: intemperance, business trouble, kicked in the head by a horse, hereditary predisposition. These are in a weird order. Excessive sexual abuse. Not just sexual abuse, excessive. If it's just regular sexual abuse, you're not getting in. Self-abuse. Gathering in the head. Snuff eating for 2 years. Very good. Politics. Liking mist. Hey! That's not a reason. Use of tobacco and masturbation. Oh, yeah. If you do that, that's definitely... Yeah. I wonder what else. Abuse of walkthroughs is a reason to go. You end up here. Keep that in mind. The war. Uterine derangement syndrome. Yes. Sexual derangement. False confinement. Feebleness of intellect. Deranged masturbation. Not regular masturbation. Deranged masturbation. That's where you really go at it. Right. Nothing else spots to my... Liking mist. Yeah, doing with the left hand, clearly. Alright. I see the tone we're taking. Yeah, finding all the walk 2 points is going to be a thing. Looks comfy. I'd experienced this condition for days. First, it had been mildly annoying, the brief blackouts, but then I couldn't stand them anymore. I wonder how many Easter eggies we're gonna find. That's a weird visual effect they've used there. Janitor's closet. We're gonna find keys. Ah, light switch. That's good. Useful to have. Okay. Clean using cloth, empty trash, Haley. I'm not sure if this is very useful or if this is just tutorializing. Word water is lighter than the others, but I'm not sure if that's meaningful. Have a hand. That looks like a face in there. I probably don't want to dig it out. Nothing of importance in the boxes. I think we got it. Oh, I can't take it with me. Anything else? We can highlight everything all the time. But there's nothing here. Oh? Nah. Hawthorne's office, don't have the key. Here, we do have a key. Doctor is not in. Heavy statue. I can't remember who this is, but I've definitely seen this before. Ooh. There's some very gnarly anti-aliasing going on here. Locked. This one's also got a lock on it. Hey, something. Recovery rate of incident was high. Thanks for advanced treatments and all. We want the original. Even patients with extreme mental disorders showed meaningful progress under her care and went on to enjoy full lives within the walls of the Institute. Many others returned to their families in time, ready to face new challenges and experiences in their improved conditions. Soft, caressing voice had a magical effect, soothing everyone around her. Uninterested in patients, but focused on science. The demeanor became cold and calculating. She began to neglect herself, always showing up to work untidy and exuding a somber mood. Okay. That's what happens when you do too much work. You become untidy and somber. Copy and paste is strong in this one. Volume 1, Volume 1, Volume 1, Volume 1. This is another weird case where, like, okay, this group had like 12 years to be making the game, and look at how much asset repetition and just hapless copy paste has gone into this. What happened to those years? What was the time spent doing? The texture resolution, like, I think the key problem they probably had looking at this was they wanted to go for an even more photorealistic look than the first game, but they just did not have the budget or the engine for it. Because I don't think this uses any, like, mainstream engine. Ooh. Cassette player. I need a cassette. Okay, well, we know where a player is if we have a cassette. Text! My favorite. Okay, so she's unhappy that others aren't as scientifically minded. We don't know our own name yet, do we? So if that comes up somewhere, we won't know it unless our character marks it out. Yeah, we're going very dark in this one. Okie dokie. Yeah, I'm assuming the horror is mostly going to come from the mood and the atmosphere and not so much from, like, visual scares. Although I fully expect there to be, like, a cheap jump scare or two. Titties. Sophisticated choice. I don't know about that. Keyhole. Well, not necessarily jammed. There is a keyhole. Yeah, okay. Let's keep looking around. Wonder if this is one of Goya's paintings. It looks like it might be. I think a bunch of his work was in the previous game too. We can approach her from behind for a stealth kill. Archives, meeting room, visiting room, bathroom. Archives promises a lot of text. Oh, we do get a map. Helps to have a map. Speaker wiring diagram. Okay. So speakers into the lobby. We saw a couple in the hallways and then out to here, but none over here. Not sure how relevant that's going to be. Ooh, we get a stabby thing. I wonder if these are like developer names or... Oh yeah, because the Kickstarter thing had a bunch of like, yeah, you can get your name into the patient records or something. So I'm gonna guess that's something we'll see here. Well, we saw that disc. Why couldn't we take it? Because I'm thinking it's probably gonna fit here. Oh, so I can scroll to other items in my inventory. Okay, got it. Let's go back to a janitor's closet and see if we can pick up the disc now. No? Or do I have to, like... Oh, because it's an empty sleeve. Well, that would explain why we don't want it. That would explain a lot. Okay. Yeah, so that's why we're gonna see a lot of names, isn't it? We're gonna see, like, Kickstarter backers' names in, like, these. That's why they're all legible. Broken glasses. Smashy, smashy. This goes back to the lobby. Flashback scenes.
Right. This is not in my head. People are mean here. I need to leave.
Ah. Involuntary figment of my memory. Did I know this person? Perhaps. Wait, can we turn on the lights? Oh, it's the alarm button. Never mind. Oh. No lights either. This goes into the lobby, yep. Well, we're steadily getting the lay of the land. Why did you come? Below it something. Hmm. Sense and nonsense in psychology. Wait, what? Loss! Is this loss? It might be like something like we need to get the page number of a book from one of these for a puzzle. Use that as a code or something. Another disc sleeve and another empty one. History of the Hanwell Mental Institute. 4-story building. Oh. Housing 300 patients. Yeah. Please be more mindful of the vinyl records. Their covers are scattered all over the section. They're getting damaged. We can't let patients play with them. Yeah, we need to probably find the discs. So we can play some jazzy music. Toilet. Yeah. Ugh. And no working mirrors either. Although in this game and this engine, I'm not surprised by it. Wash your hands, Rusty. You know what you did. Okay. Thick veil of grime covered the window. So is that a reflection we're seeing? It's very unclear what's a reflection and what's a view through. Okay. Hello. The foyer, the corridor we were in. So we've explored this much now. There's the next corridor. Male patient infirmary, female patient infirmary, to high risk, to high risk. Cafeteria, courtyard, library, game room, therapy room, laundry, kitchen, gallery. Okay. I like these. I like maps of places like this. I would imagine we've been held in the male infirmary back in the day. So that's probably where we need to be going. Also, if you're looking for like a horror experience where stuff keeps happening, in the Scratch This game, it was like hours into the game before we got our first real scare. It's not really what these games do. Oh, I'm expecting a face to pop up, though, in one of these one time. Sooner or later, there's going to be a face. Going up. Boo! No openy dory. Door was shut tight. Damn. So I can't go there. We have the letter opener, but I'm not sure if we have any letters to open right now. And access to the female side seems to be a little troubled. latched from the other side. I'm starting to think we do have to head to the upper floors a bit. Because we've looked around the first floor. Any comments from you?
Oh, one more thing, Julia. I'm sure there's something of great importance inside a drawer, but unfortunately it's locked.
Should you be opening that drawer?
It's just a random drawer.
It's probably locked for a reason.
You know, that's a great point.
I feel like our protagonist isn't the smartest guy in the world.
Look, I found this lying around.
Stabby thing!
That looks dangerous.
It's just a letter opener.
You've heard of tetanus, right? It can kill you.
Wait, isn't that like a very old disease?
Somewhat. It has been declining since the 40s, but not everyone has been vaccinated. Are you?
I can't remember.
Well, make sure you don't cut yourself with that thing.
Fair point.
Julia,
And a trauma.
do you know of a therapist named Anne Ebes-Baker?
No, I'm sorry. She used to work here?
I believe so, yes.
In that case, I've no idea. As far as I understand, they're only hiring new people.
That's all for now. I'll be back.
I'll be back. But I'm not sure how far she doesn't want us to go. She said not to go to the upper floors, but which upper floors? There's 4 stories, then there's plenty of upper floors to explore. Ooh. And latched. I'm not making any progress. Okay, so we have to find, gonna guess we have to find, oh yeah, in the janitor's room, there was the bag we could have cut open, and now we have the letter opener. There we go. That's progress, isn't it? That's gotta be it. That's like our gate to our first stage of progress to prove for the game that we've learned a basic mechanic. Alright, what? Chat, what will we find in the creepy bag that kind of looks like it's got a face coming out of it? Is it going to be a severed head? No, it's trash. Psychology of Study of Neurotrends. It's the name of a book. No, Rusty. Okay. Well, I'm gonna guess that's the name of a book. So let's go back to the bookshelf that we had. Was it in this office? Yeah. No. Mentioned neurotransmitters, which is here, 143. Is that a far-fetched idea? Although we got 2 number locks that take 3 digits, so I'm going to try that. So let's try 143. Or not, because this is a copy-paste job that doesn't actually have a working lock on it. Nice. It works! And then we have the record player, or the cassette player here. Press play on tape.
Earlier this morning, I used foul language in reprimanding a clumsy nurse who forgot to lock the door to the female wing. Truly offensive, dirty words. I don't recall ever doing that before. I've clearly been under a lot of stress lately. My worst fear is becoming another Alice, so I need to remain level-headed and focused. It's this place. There's a general feeling of unease in the Institute, and those unsettling rumors don't help. But the main reason for my jumpy state has to be the baffling regression in Group E. It's disconcerting and worrying. I'm giving Alice too many reasons to use shock treatment on these patients, and take all of us decades back in time. Alice Hawthorne, the backwards time traveler, that fucking bastard. Huh, there you go. I did it again. Of all the cases, Rebecca is obviously the most puzzling one. She's having nightmares about her attackers again. After months of not uttering a word about the incident. And she's also becoming increasingly violent. I fear she will seriously harm herself. Yesterday, Alice found her viciously scratching her stomach. So much she left flesh wounds. She should be giving birth sometime in July. That's 3 weeks from now. Certainly this fact could be the explanation for her regression, if it wasn't for the rest of them.
Not necessarily useful for my studies, or is it? Find the therapy room. Maybe Julie can have information about the therapy room. Already been here an hour. Oh no.
Julia, it's Bruno. Our adorable high-risk patient has escaped again. No idea how he does that. Please call someone. I need assistance immediately. I'm outside the cafeteria.
Nah, she's gone. Outside the cafeteria. So somewhere here.
Hold on.
Hello.
Who the hell are you?
I'm just looking around.
You what? Does this look like a shopping mall to you?
I spoke with Julia and she gave me permission. You don't need to worry about me.
This place.
You don't need to worry about me. I'm just here looking around an old mental asylum for no reason.
Well,
And I don't give anybody my name.
It doesn't matter. I have enough on my plate with this patient on the loose. Just be on your way.
Patient on the loose?
Yeah, I managed to lock him inside the cafeteria. See for yourself.
He seems like a fine fella. I knew there was going to be a jump scare or something in there. He's having a good old time.
I see what you mean. That guy seems dangerous.
Dangerous? He's a flaming demon. He's tearing down the whole place. At this rate, there won't be a cafeteria in the morning.
You do seem busy, but can I ask some questions anyway?
Sure, whatever. The name's Bruno.
My name's a mystery, and you don't need to know.
Do you know where the therapy room is?
Yes. It's on the other side of this floor.
Great, and how can I get there?
You can't with Samson back here trashing the whole cafeteria. It's the only way to reach the back corridor of this floor.
You mean the cafeteria is the only way to the therapy room?
Yeah. Well, the library also connects both sides of the building, but the last time I checked, it was locked.
Can I get to the library somehow? Tell me about yourself, Bruno.
Tell me about you, Bruno.
I'm just what you see. Nothing more.
I see a troubled man in front of me with an attitude problem.
Oi!
Ha, so funny. Let me know how you feel after you spend a few more hours in this place.
We're an asshole, aren't we?
Does the term Group E ring a bell, Bruno?
Nah. Is that a therapy group?
I believe so, yes. I'm trying to find more information about it.
The archive documents in this place are a complete mess, so good luck with that.
But why is that? Why is everything here in such a state of disarray?
I don't know much about it, except that it was well before my time here. That's past history now.
Are you familiar with the Kirkbride plan?
Kirk what? Sounds like something I don't care about.
It's the architecture of the building we're in.
Oh, right. I remember hearing that term during meetings to coordinate the reopening. An old and impractical type of construction.
But there were plans to change that, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know the whole story. But for sure the idea is to continue that work, beginning tomorrow.
All right. I'll be going.
Hey, wait. You seem like a decent sport. Or at least a harmless one. I have a favor to ask of you.
Sure.
Can you go fetch my baton? I left it in my office when I went running to pursue our friend the Tasmanian Devil here.
Okay, I guess. Where is that?
You need to go all the way through the infirmary, then down the stairway. My office is in a lower corridor they used to call the Tunnel of the Damned.
That sounds fun.
Nah, the name is more intimidating than it sounds. Just please go, ASAP. I need that baton to deal with the ongoing crisis.
Sounds good. I'll be
He
on my
has to
way.
stand here without his baton, but he needs me to get his baton. That's adventure game logic if it ever was. Okay. Of course not. I keep trying light switches out of hope. Ah, too fast. Ah. Ah. Finding the area where you unclick yourself. Through the infirmary, like, does he want us to go... Oh, he wants us to go through the male patient infirmary, doesn't he? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. He's probably opened this door now. Yeah, this looks very pleasant. The ambiance was also a big thing in the early games. I'm gonna guess this is therapy group something or other. Familiar faces. Worn out places. Oh, we have some of the records here. That is, we have all of the records here. I'm sure they're fine in there. Damn, even more dialogue I missed. Fancy music box inside the cabinet. Baton? Baton! Bruno's baton! Blasitude echoing the corridor. Foul stench coming from the massive metal door. Couldn't help myself and tried opening the door. Zap, electric shock. Two keys seem to be missing. One is for the locked office of a certain Hawthorne, the other is for the office of the previous director of the Institute, Hanwell himself. Dr. Miller asked me about those keys again. Sure, Your Highness, Dr. Miller, let me spend the whole night searching for those keys for you. Okay. Well, there's some keys over here. Mine now. Yoink. Now, was there anything else in here? Let's not raise alarms unnecessarily. If I was making this game, doing that would give you a game over or something. Sooner or later. I don't want to open that door. I don't like this door being open to begin with. Oh. Den. Those strings don't look healthy, though. Fully expect to walk into one of these rooms and find the door is just closed behind me. I also don't really want to look into all of these. This is, yeah, I don't want to, that's the use icon. It's like for opening the door. I don't want to open all the doors. That seems like a bad idea. Oh, did you see the stretched textures on the edge of that door? Why? Like, sure, it's only visible for like a split second, but good grief. Okay, we can't even open them. Oh, no, it can't be opened. Why is there a... Aw, poor Teddy. Hi. Do you... mind if I just leave? I'm sure that's normal for this place. Yeah, okay, that was a little unnerving and unpleasant. Let's go get Bruno his tools back. If he's still alive. He's alive! Hiya, Bruno.
Well, you brought my baton. Someone who's actually helpful in this godforsaken chunk of concrete.
You're
Don't
welcome.
mention it. It was easy to find with your directions. So, what are you gonna do about that madman? You have the baton now.
I'm not going in there yet. I'll wait until he's calmed down a bit.
How can you calm down someone like him?
He will calm down. Eventually, I guess.
Understandable.
Want to hear this selection, Bruno?
Not interested.
I could play you some music. I wonder if there's a thing there, like playing a certain song would maybe affect the patient, but I'm not sure how I would figure out which one's the correct one.
See you later, Bruno.
I'll keep the keyring to myself and not mention that to Bruno. We can maybe use that to open something that's locked.
Hey!
Hey?
Whoa, where do you think you're going with that keyring?
Oh, he noticed.
Sorry, I thought I had to bring you that too.
No, you shouldn't touch those keys. Please give them back.
Aw,
Yes, of course.
crap. I wonder if the idea here is I can't take them past Bruno, but I could use them if I was in there. They're now going to be like on his desk again, and it's reset the puzzle. That seems more than a little likely. Okay, hold on. One quick thingy thing I could look around for. So there was this sleeve. Relaxing classic music. Prelude for guitar. I wonder if there's a clue somewhere on which music to play, because I'm gonna guess it's like play a specific song and it's gonna help Bruno calm the patient down or something. Wait, the player was in the archives. Can we play music? Let's test that first. Oh yeah, this was just a... Wait. Hold on. One more thing. I want to go back to that sleeve. Can I put the disc in the sleeve and just have them, like, nicely labeled and organized? Can I fulfill my OCD of putting things in things? No. Damn! Yeah, it's not allowing me to pick up inventory. Aww. Pity. Let's try playing something from the green disc. It says relaxing music or calming music, so... I don't have the green one. Relaxing classic music. See if that's done anything. It's worked! He had a guitar in his cell, I'm guessing. That's how where he got out from. Success! Not the most advanced of puzzles, but success. Neat. Alright, can I save my game?